Alright, so this is a video on how to get the iron staining off your samples. I was on a live last night and I had a whole bunch of questions of people who were asking me, can I use vinegar? Can I use hydrochloric acid? Can I use CLR, calcium lime scale and rust remover? And all of those things come with different problems. Vinegar takes forever, and it can dissolve some minerals. CLR, if you're using it for the R, the rust, CLR is made out of lactic acid and gluconic acid, and the gluconic acid will strip the rust out, but it will also strip out any calcium. So if you've got calcite crystals, it'll take that away. I mean, that's the calcium lime scale. But unfortunately, it also strips out potassium and aluminum. So if you've got like kind of gemmy feldspar minerals and stuff like that, really nice moonstone or something that you plan on cabochoning, you're going to end up with a crust that's been stripped, and it's going to leave you a lot more work. So that's not the best thing. It also can stain other minerals. So if you're targeting, if you're like in the desert and you got a sample with a bunch of caliche on it or something like that, you can use hydrochloric acid, which would be my go-to instead of vinegar. Like a big jug of hydrochloric acid at the local hardware store is going to cost you $12, and it works in minutes instead of days that it would take for vinegar. Anybody knows who's done the old high school or grade school science test with the volcano with the vinegar and the baking soda. That's it's a carbonate, calcium carbonate. That works really well because the calcium is so finely divided. But when it's in mineral form like this, it can take forever. So forget it. It stains other minerals. But if you were specifically looking to strip the calcium out, I would go with hydrochloric. Now, if you want to get the iron out, that's the brand that we have. You can buy it at your grocery store in the laundry section. It comes in either liquid or in this case it's powdered form. And these are 5-gallon, 20-liter pails, and there's about 2 gallons or 8 liters of water in each one of these pails right now. And I just put about just under a cup, about 200 mils of powder into each one of these, gave it a good stir, and you can see now, I don't know how many of you follow Keith and Eva over on Hard Rock University channel, but you should go and see them if you're interested in mining on a small scale. They do it all on a shoestring, and they do a very good job. That quartz cluster right there, they gave me, that was a gift to me from them, from Arizona, and it was yesterday. It's been in here about 20 hours now. That thing was totally covered with rust, and now you can see there's just a little bit around the edges. The trick with this is the rest of this is all amethyst, by the way, if you haven't seen my other videos. I got a whole bunch of videos from Saturday when we went. There's some really beautiful stuff in there. You have to do it outside because it stinks. You got to put a lid on with a brick or something like that, just to keep the local animals out and the kids away from it, kind of thing. They got to know not to mess with it, because it's not the nastiest stuff in the world, but you just don't want to get it on your skin. And you certainly don't want your dog to drink it, So there's that. And the other thing with iron out is you got to remember, whatever method you use, you're never ever going to get all of the iron staining off your rock. Mother Nature's had millions and millions of years to get that staining wedged in there thick between the even the crystal boundaries, like between those beautiful quartz euhedral quartz crystals. And 2-day soak in acid is not going to get all of it out. So you're never going to completely win the battle, but for cleaning up specimens to put on display or to sell in your rock shop, this is the ideal way to do it. And yeah, I'll give you another quick look at the other stuff we got. Again, oh, there's kind of zoom away a little bit. So we got a pile of it still sitting here, and most of this doesn't need to go into the iron out, but I'll put some of it in. At any rate, have a good day, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time.